everybody, it's me, Pam, here at Lady Pup Kisses Stamp Studio. We are going to make a fun card today. It's going to be a shaker card. Got all my stuff that we're going to be using right in front of me here. So I got a new stamp set yesterday, people, so I'm so excited about it. It's not available to you guys yet unless you join my team, which means that you can be a happy shopper and you can get 20% off of all your crafting purchases through Stampin' Up, or you can become a demonstrator and teach other people how to stamp. It's up to you, but yeah, this one is in the new catalog that's going to be released next month. I'm super excited about it. And of course, I brought out Waves of Inspiration because I thought they would go good together. So let me move those over here. And we will be using a stamp positioning tool. Stampin' Up does not still sell the Stamparatus anymore, so I do apologize for that. But there's other really amazing stamp positioning tools out there, so I recommend grabbing yourself one. You can make this card without it, but it'll be a little bit more difficult. So first of all, I do it this way. You can definitely use foam tape. That's fine with fine as well. But I figured this is, to me, a cheaper, because you're always going to have scraps, a cheaper alternative to foam tape, and I think it makes a sturdier card. So I have taken the liberty already to cut up quite a few of these, but I didn't want to have you guys here all day watching me slice and glue them together. So I decided that I would just show you. I do like 1/4 inch strips, and then 1/4 inch by about 4 inches is what these are. And I've glued about 5 of them together to make a little thin stack. And I've got a few of them put together here. So we are going to put those aside for now. And we don't need our glue. I have just gotten over something weird. I have no clue what I had. I was super dizzy and I had a fever and I was just like, what's going on? And so I haven't been crafting. So I don't even think I need my slice and dice right now. So we're gonna put it away as well. So let's just slip that in my drawer. And we're gonna work with our cut and emboss real quick. So what I've done is I've taken some DSP. I believe this DSP is still available. It's 6x6, it's black and white, and it's in the clearance section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this set in here, and I'm going to get a piece of Post-its. You can use painter's tape, you can use whatever you have. So I'm just going to position that in here just like so, and I'm going to get that there. And I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine real quick and get my folders. So we're going to need our number 1, number 2, and 2 of our number 3s to get this cut out. I want to say this is the only thing. We will be fussy cutting, and I wish I had done that ahead of time, but I did not. I do apologize for that. I just thought about that. But that's all right. So we've got this one, and then we're gonna not put our slicer, dicer, or our cut and emboss machine away just yet. So here's what I'm gonna do is I'll just hold on to this piece. You never know when you might need something like that, right? So we'll just put that over there for now. We're gonna put our die over here for a second. And I'll show you the dice that I used in just a second. Now to give it a little bit more texture, I'm gonna go with the bark. I'm gonna put it the right way. It's just bark. I think in a way it kind of reminds me of waves. So I thought maybe I would use it to put a little bit of texture on this, but I don't need, let's see here. So we need, that's a 3D embossing folder. So we're going with, put all these ones away. We don't need these ones. We need this one. So we need our number 1 platform and our number 4 platform for our 3D embossing folder. So we're just going to put that in there, line it up, and run it through real quick. There we are. So my husband's ex-Navy, and I don't have history today, sorry, but my husband's ex-Navy, and the other day we were just kind of messing around with our smart device, you know, the Alexa, and I wanted to kind of say that on the down because I've got one in my room. I like that. And so we're like, my husband's like, hey, tell me a Navy joke. And so here, I'm going to tell you this Navy joke because I just thought it was hilarious. So it goes, what do you get when you eat too many Navy beans? And it's like, you get a dishonorable discharge. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. So I think this is an online exclusive die set, and it's called Nestled Essentials, and it comes with these little shapes, like little ovals and the little flagged ones. I thought these were really adorable. So that's what I used today. We're going to put those back over there. And so what you're going to need, oh, I do need my slicer dicer. One more time, I need to score this. You're going to need some cardstock cut to, I've got this one cut to 11 by 5, 11 by, oh, I don't need the slicer piece, 11 by 4 1/4. And then I scored it in the middle at 4 1/4. Now I can put that one away. And then we're just going to give it a nice crease line here. Reinforce it with that. And then let's see here. Oh, I think I needed one more, huh? I did. I thought I had it, but I don't. Or do I? And I put it away someplace. I think I did. I had everything together, and then all of a sudden, alrighty. So I want to say, oh no. Okay, I got everything. Never mind. I was looking for this piece of white paper. Alrighty. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to put these two aside. And I've already put my positioning tool in here. So, oh boy, why is it not opening? There we go. Let me get my little, here, there we go. I'm gonna get my heat gun and put it right there. There we go. Now, here's what we're gonna do is, we don't want to move this. Once you put it where you want it, and we'll probably move it here in a second, you're not going to want to move it. So I'm going to see. I think I want it down. I do want it down. So I want this one down here. So, and I think I'm going to do some blending after this too. There we go. Yeah, I think that's where I want it. And then I'm going to get some magnets on here because I don't want this to move. So, There we are. And then I'm going to get my boho blue. We're going to use some boho blue today. Get my boho blue out. And there's a couple things about the stamp positioning tool that I love. And all stamp positioning tools are basically the same. But is that if you don't get it quite inked up the way you want it the first time, you can always go back over it and do it again. So let's get this all inked up. And then I don't have one of those pushy things. One of these days I might get one. And so there we go. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, I didn't get it way over here. Let's see here. I think I've got, there we are. Let's see how that looks now. No, why are you not? Oh, you know what? It's okay. I can move this because I've got it butted up. So here's what I'm going to do. Is I am going to get a shim. And any shim will do. I'm going to just get that back up there. There, and then these ones back over here. Here we are. Yes, I just tapped on my stamp. Here we are. Oh, yes, pretty. And I think I'm going to go one more time. I want it to be a very bold, vibrant, because I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to blend after this. I'm going to add some really pretty. I guess I really didn't need to like really make sure it was over there because it's going to be covered, but I'm kind of a perfectionist. I don't know about that, but you know. Alrighty, so that's really pretty. All right, so I'm not going to put this one away just yet because I'm going to still use it. So we're not going to move our stamp positioning tool because we're going to come back and we're going to do something on our window sheet in just a second. So let's grab this and we're going to blend a little bit real quick. So let's see, I do have some scrap paper. Here's some scrap paper. Alrighty, so let's get our, so we want boho blue. I'm going to use boho blue, petal pink, and fresh fuchsia. Alrighty, so let's do our boho blue first. So let's get our boho blue here. And get our brush really inked up. And we're just gonna, a lot of this bottom's not gonna show, but yeah. And then I think I'm gonna add just a little up into my wave. Okay, there we go. That is pretty so far. I like that. Alrighty, so we're gonna move that over there. Then we're gonna come in here with our, I think I'm gonna do the fresh fuchsia next. So again, I'm gonna get my brush really inky and then I like to come in from the sides and it kind of makes a halo in the middle but of your paper. I think it's pretty. And so I want some little bit more of this fresh fuchsia going up the page. So if you come in on the sides, it's kind of make like a halo in the center of your page. Let's See, it's darker on either ends. Okay, I'm gonna go on this side. There we go. Those colors look really pretty together. Blended, I think. Now we're going to come in here with our petal pink. Get it super inky as well. There we go. I gave my fur kids a Himalayan cheese before I came on here, so hopefully they're good, but I don't know because because honestly I gave it to him while I was prepping these two. So I think I'm gonna flip this way, and I'm gonna just come in just a smidge more. My pug thinks he's aqua pug. We got them these life jackets because my little female fell in the pool about a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, when I was cleaning house, and it's just the video scared the bejesus out of me. So I was like, oh my God, I've got to get them some a life jacket. So now he just loves the water. He wasn't quite keen on it before, but now he's like, ooh, I love this water thingy. So now he jumps in the pool. As long as he has his life jacket on, he jumps in the pool. Now I'm gonna see where this sits. Oh yes, oh yes, that is adorable. We're gonna probably trim off just a smidge of that so we can make sure it stays behind, but look how pretty that's gonna be. Yes. And I think I'm going to come in here with this piece right here, down here, because you see where it's right there. It was, okay, so let's see here. Maybe even this one. No, because it's going in the wrong direction. Just the wrong direction, but this one here, I can definitely use it. All right. These two stamp sets. So if you have this stamp set, you're probably going to want this stamp set. So let's get that boho blue again. So if you've got the Waves of Inspiration, you're probably going to want this whale watching. My husband spent quite a few years in Washington State in the Navy, and we spent a lot of time at Woodby. So it was really nice, and whale watching was gorgeous. So there we go. Might actually take that blending brush again and mute it just a smidge. Look at that, yeah. There we are. That way, when it goes to that area, it doesn't look like you just blended it out. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look how well that's gonna look. Kind of fills in that little area down there. Yeah. Alrighty, there is a moon. There is a moon, and I might actually clear emboss it. I'm thinking, I don't know. So we've got that done. So let's put those aside. Now what we're gonna do is we are gonna put our scrap piece. No, I think we're gonna leave our scrap piece over here. But here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and we're gonna clean up our little stamp here. Oh, I've got something in my eye. Maybe glitter. I don't know. All right, there we go. Get that cleaned up. Alrighty. Oh, come on, close for me. Thank you very much. Put this there for now. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my, there we go, push it up there. Now we're going to get this piece. I've got this piece and this piece cut to the exact same measurements. So if I trim them, I'm going to trim them both. So there is going to be able to, and actually, you know what I might do, since we already know that down here we had to stamp a little bit. So that's what I think I'm going to do real quick. So we're going to trim off a smidge off the bottom and maybe one side. So that, actually, no, I'm not going to do it until after I stamp it. I don't want to mess it up. So I don't want to mess anything up. So let's see here. Let's move this out of our way. So here we go. Make sure that there's no debris on there. And we're going to get this in here. There we are. Now, we will need the slice and dicer again, but just in a second. So let's get our Versamark. Where's my Versamark? There's my Versamark. Get that out of our way. I've got this. I've got my silver embossing powder. Okay. Oh, yes, alrighty. So we're gonna get this, make sure there's no dog hair on it. My pugs shed so badly, so I'm sorry. Everything with them is just going to be pug hairy. Every time I vacuum or sweep, I've got a couple pugs. I named them, I think. I mean, I don't, but I should. Now, the reason I'm using the stamp positioning tool is to keep it the same area, right? So that I know that it's going to match up. But also because this Versamark ink can be so slippery that if you were to try and do this on the window sheet, you could end up with it moving. So I'm going to do this one more time. I probably don't need to, but I'm going to do it one more time. It'll end up moving and then it would be smeared and you will probably not be happy. So yeah. Now I'm going to get that cleaned up real quick because Versamark ink, you should probably clean up after you use it because otherwise it dries very sticky. So, and I'm sure that I have let it dry on there a couple hundred times already. And I really shouldn't, so I'm going to get that cleaned up real quick. There we go. Oh, my little chamois are starting to dry out. I'm probably going to have to go in there and get them wet. Alrighty, so now I'm going to come down here, and I am going to make sure I don't touch my wave. And I'm hoping that the fan's not on too high today. So let's see. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh boy, I forgot to use my embossing buddy. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to clean it up and we're going to start again. So I hope I don't have to though. I'm hoping I don't have to. Alrighty, so let me see here. Come to mother. Alrighty. This over here. I'm going to try and just get the wave. That way I don't have to worry about it. I think besides right here, Probably be better if I did it with my little, okay. And like I said, down here is not really gonna matter too much. So let's put this like this. Okay, now let's get our heat gun. Ah, come here. It's caught on my drawer. I'm gonna turn it on for a second, let it heat up. There we are. If you don't have a heat emboss and you want to do this technique and you have a window sheet, I would suggest using Stays On ink. It is an ink that'll dry on here. A regular ink, you'll wait forever and it'll never dry. So there we are. I want to say it's all, nope. Side over here is not done yet. Now Stampin' Up paper is heat resistant, or acetate is heat resistant, so that is great. So there we go. There we go, and I want to say it's all done, yes. So it's gonna go on top of there just like this. It's gonna be so pretty, isn't that pretty? So now, like I said, I wanted to trim some of that off, huh? So let's come in here and trim off about 1/8 of an inch. Actually, let's go 1/4 of an inch. There we go. 1/4 of an inch off the bottom, and then maybe 1/4 of an inch off of this side. There we go. And in a way, I think it would be cute with this if they didn't line up. You know that? Like, maybe take it off this side now and off the top. Only because I like the way that the other color shows underneath. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But for the most part, you're gonna want your images to line up with this technique. Does that make sense? I'll show you in a second what I mean. On a card that I messed up on. So, I'll show you what I mean. Why you're gonna want them to line up. But this one I think is gonna be great because it's gonna, yeah, I think it's gonna work best that way. Alrighty, so what I mean by lining up is, let me see if I can get a piece. Okay, here, I got a piece of paper. Alrighty, so the reason you're gonna want it to line up is, say, this is your card. See, I did it with the black Stays On. And the magic slider card is gonna reveal underneath it. So you're gonna want it to line up, and you're gonna want something that's, you know, outlined. So there's another thing for you, but there's that. Alrighty, so we got that all pretty. Where's our other piece? There it is. And then this one is gonna go on top like that. Oh, that's gonna be such a pretty card. Already, it's so pretty. Alrighty, so now we're gonna work on some other things on the inside, and then we're gonna do a sentiment. Yes, so I was thinking there is that moon, and I was thinking clear embossing. Powder. So here's what I was thinking. So if I do this fast enough, it should work. So let's get this ready. Alrighty, so I want to get that petal pink. Alrighty. And I also want to make sure, so anywhere right in here will work. So I'm thinking probably right about up there. So I want to get the little moon. There's like a little crescent moon here. It's so cute. So let's see here. We are, and I guess the crescent moon can go any way you want, but I think I'm going to want it to go that way. Now, here's the thing. We have to be awfully quick because it's going to dry. So I'm going to use the petal pink. And I'm going to get it nice and juicy. Okay, and get it right about there. I don't want to let it sit too long. There we go. And then get our, I almost made a huge mess. I did make a huge mess, but it's not as big as it could have been. All right, here we go. See that? With that spoon, I made a bit of a mess. There we are. Let's get that out of our way. Alrighty. Fell. Alrighty, so got that done. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. There it is. It's way under there. I'm gonna just get this real quick. All right, got it done. All righty, put my moon over there. And I know I should be cleaning that right now, but I'm not. All righty, so. Where's our? Where is our? There it is. All right. Oh, you know what? I might want a little bit more of that boho blue to show in the back. So I might take a smidge off the side. Here I am, just like, you know. Oh boy. See, you know I wing these things. I do it, and I shouldn't, but I do. There we go. It's got to be even on both sides, so there we go. Now. There we are. Now. Might have to take a little bit more off of my other two. Oh, at least off the sides, because I think I don't want. I think I want it to be straight up and down. Actually, I do have a little bit of a border, so okay. So first of all, I'm going to trim this right here because I've noticed that my trimmer didn't quite get it right. I have been cutting a lot of paper lately, so there we are. So let's get these two again. And I think I'm going to take it off this side and this side. So one more time. Alrighty, so did I say this side? So a smidge off of this side. I'm going to go up to like the very first line. did it. And then the very first line. There we go. Oh, I did it off the same side. Oh well. There we go. All right, now let's see. All right, now let's put this back in here. Another good thing about your stamp positioning tool is that you can take and flip it around this way, and it'll help you. It'll help you get all these things positioned in there right as well. Use that corner, you see that? So here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this up real quick. So first of all, I'm gonna put some tear and tape around this. Yeah, it's gonna be all the way around the edges. Glue would work here too. It just takes a minute for glue to dry, so I didn't want to use glue today. Okay. Now, again, if you want to make this card, I can send you everything cut up. I can't do the stamping, but I can cut everything up for you, and I can send you everything that you need to make a card like this one, or this one if you have I still haven't got my other whale in here, and I'm going to do the whale in a minute. So let's get this all. Where's my thingamajigger? There it is. Or if you have the whale, that's good too, but you can also use like other stamp sets as well. If you have the different whale or something, that would work. Alrighty, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to push these down. Make sure, let's see here. I think I'm going to want it all the way to the side on this side, but more, yeah. So not quite. Whew, it's warm in here. It is warm. So let's see here. We're going to turn the fan on. There we are. Feels much better now. Okay, so let's get our, take your pick tool. Doesn't matter which one. There we go. Come on. Get these up. And then we'll finish the other piece and we'll put this beautiful card together. So come on. Go push that down. Where's our, there we go. This way. No. This way. So what we're going to do is we're going to want it to line up on the sides, but not tops and bottoms. So here's what we're going to do. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And then we're going to just press them down. I did notice up here that there is some sticky, and I'm not going to want that sticky. I am not. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to want that to be sticky. And like I said, there's always, you can always do something to fix little boo-boos. In card making, you don't have to stress out any way, shape, or form. If you make a mistake, just do card surgery. So that is what I'm doing right now, is a little bit of card surgery. I think that over here is going to be okay, because I don't think it's going to get in the way. So yeah, it's not going to get in the way, I promise you that. So, but I do want that to be straight. There we go. All right, got that one done. Now, this one is not quite done yet. So I think I do want to use the stamp positioning tool, but I'm done with it, the wave. So where's my wave of inspiration? There it is. I'm done with my wave. So I'm going to put it back in here. I'm going to bring out this little guy. Isn't that gorgeous? I just want this one. I want a whale. Come on. Sometimes this just takes a second. Now, I'm going to flip this around and figure out where I want my whale. Thinking about right there. Oh, I need these. Alrighty. There we go. And now we're going to get our black memento ink. And this is my other reason I love my stamp positioning tool. It's because I can make that whale just as dark and vivid as I want by just continuing to add ink until it is the shade that I want it to be. And I'm thinking just a little bit more on his front half, because that tail looks amazing. Here we go. Now, if I really wanted to, there's this cute little one, like a baby. But if I wanted to, I could come in here and right about maybe here. I'm thinking right about there. Honestly, I think that we're gonna clean that up and move it back into its home. There we go. All right, put this one back in its home. And then we're going to use this little baby one. Look like mommy and baby. I think it's cute. And then there's another one too that's got the little, I almost used it, but I figured, you know what, because of the catalog. I can't show you the catalog, but the catalog has it with that one and the waves of inspiration. That's what gave me this idea at first. Well, not really at first, but I actually got the idea as soon as I saw it. Maybe subliminally I saw that and thought, oh yeah, but I think that it was more because I'm like, oh, I love the ocean. So think one more, make him quite vivid. And I might actually go in here. I'll show you what I'll do in a sec. Oh, actually, I might not. I honestly think I like the color. You know, I think it's pretty. I don't know. It could just be me. I could just be weird. But if you don't want the color, you can go in there with a gel marker or a gel pen and like one of these, and you can just kind of color it in. I'm not sure I want to though. I honestly don't. I don't think I want to. I think I like it like this. So, why mess with perfection, right? So, now, only other thing I'm thinking is a sentiment, but I think I want it on the front of the card. Is there any sentiments in this one? I didn't even look. There isn't, but there are in here. So there's some in here. So I'm gonna put this one back on. So we'll probably use one of these, like, you're so totally awesome, or your strength is an inspiration, or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once we get to that point. Let's put our little guy back in here. And we're gonna get the card put together real quick. So, I think there is one more thing I wanted to do. So, we're not gonna put that one on here. We're gonna put it straight onto here. See that? So, let's see here. Where's my, there it is. I'm just gonna use this today. So let's get our, there we go. That's okay. So get it lined up best you can. There we go. And then I'm gonna do this next. Oh, you know what? I didn't quite think about that. The baby one's not really gonna show up that much, huh? That's all right. I still think it's cute. But next time I'll mentally note that we don't need the second one because it's down here in the wave. But that's okay, because we all know that there's fish in the ocean. So here's the part here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here with our little strips. I'm gonna put one down on either side here. There we go. Oops, I guess I kind of need my glue pin out of there. There we go. And this is going to take a second to dry, but that's okay, because we've got some other things we're working on here. So we're just going to line that over here and give it a minute to dry, and we're going to do the same over here. See what happens when you wing it? You make little tiny mistakes that you would have, like, known not to do if you weren't winging it. But that's okay, because like I said, I think I like it, because like I said, we all know that there are fish in the ocean, and that little whale of ours is just in the ocean. So then we're gonna put one on the bottom as well, but I think I'm gonna have to trim it down. Yeah, we're gonna trim it. So where's my snips? There's our snips. So we don't really need the whole line down there. So we just need it to keep our slider piece from, yeah, I touched it, from sliding out of that end. So, there we go. Now, here's the part that I want to be sure is going to fit into an envelope. So let me find an envelope really quick. Ugh. Here's one. Alrighty, so we're gonna want it to fit into our envelope. So our little piece is gonna be, yeah. Alrighty, so let me see here. I want some shimmer ribbon. So some ribbon. And let's see here. One more, where is it? Okay. Let's see here. We need it to be about we're going to try first at 3 1/4. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it this way. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's do it this way. I'm going to do about 3 inches. There we go. 3 inches, people. 3 inches. So 3 inches, maybe 3 1/8. 3 1/8 inches. And let me see here. Because we need it to be fitting in here like this. And then I think I'm going to trim about a quarter of an inch off, a little more than a quarter of an inch. Let's see here, maybe a 1/2 inch, close to a 1/2 inch. Alrighty. Yeah, so it's technically all the way in there, but that's okay. So now let me see here. I have eyelets. I just don't know what I did with them. I don't think that they're in here. No. Maybe they're up here. I'll be right back, people. Alrighty. Where are you guys? Oh, there they are. Alrighty, so these are super old, but that's okay. I want to get a blue. Oh, this one almost looks like that blue, doesn't it? I know it's not. It's an older color of Stampin' Up! Blue, but I think that'll work. I might not even need it. We're about to find out. So then I'm going to need my little punch. So, oh, I also want to round these corners. Where's my corner rounder? All right, so let's round my corners. Any corner rounder will do. I don't think Stampin' Up! Sells a corner rounder anymore. So, there we go. And I think I want to be sure that it's centered. There we go. That's pretty centered. Now, no shish, yo shish. All right, so now these are not my ribbon scissors, so they're not cutting as well as I was hoping they would do, but there you go. Alrighty, so now I think I've got somewhere I do somewhere, but where? Oh, you know what? No, I don't know what I did with it. Oh boy, okay, let me see here. I had bought the boho blue twine, and now I don't know what I did with it. So I'm gonna have to find it. I had gotten new stuff from my craft room, but I do have some of this, so I think that's what I'm gonna use. Oops, I saved that. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm going to just put a little knot. Now, the reason I didn't want to stopper in here, and I know a lot of the Stampin' Up! People have been putting stoppers in these, and that is great, and I did decide not to use this piece, but, and that's great. The stoppers are adorable, but, because it keeps this from coming out, but I was thinking you can write an extra special message or something on this, on the inside, if you wanted to. So there we go. Now, got some more. We're gonna put some glue here. So, and then we're gonna show you the magic of the card. So, ooh. There we go, and this side here. There we go. Oh! I just poked myself with the pin. Leave it to me. Okay, now we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna line it up. There we go. I think I'm gonna have it lined up flat at the bottom. There we go. There we go. And our card looks super cute, just like that. I know, but it's not done yet. Now, watch. Come on. This way. Yeah. We're not quite done. We still need our sentiment, remember? And I might actually use my sentiment to my advantage to cover up our little baby whale. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now our sentiment. So let's get our sentiment ready here. I need a thicker piece of cardstock. So find my thick basic white. Here's a piece of thick basic white. Get out of my way. There we are. And then we might actually use this one here. And it's out of the dies for the Waves of Inspiration. So, oh, we need the Waves of Inspiration stamp set. Alrighty, and I think we're going to use this one. Your Strength is an Inspiration. Alrighty, so, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring out some of that fresh fuchsia. With this, so, and then we'll just die cut it out and we'll be all done. So, give it a second to soak up that ink. Yes. We are. Wait. That one back. Get this out. Get our cut and emboss machine back up here. I need this one. I need this one, and I need these ones. Alrighty. I just want to make sure it's centered. That's better. Ready? Oosh! Oh my goodness. All right. Now, come on, there we go. You see how we're going to be able to use that to our advantage here? But I think I want some more of this really pretty, where is it? This way. Yeah. Just like this. There we go. Now, I've got a glue dot that we're going to use to our advantage right back here. So we get it where we want it. There we go. Now we're going to use some dimensionals. There we go. I think I want this one trimmed off a little bit more. No, maybe a little bit more. Might come in here with my, yeah. You know what? I want my ribbon snips because these are just not doing what I want it to do. Is the dog okay? She's broken. She's whining. There we go. Much better. Sometimes you just need a good pair of snips. Alrighty, now we're gonna get our dimensionals on here. And I think one more in the middle. There we go. Why are you guys broken? They're like, Daddy's not supposed to work on weekends. Alrighty, there we go. Now, like I said, I think I want to use this to my advantage. Remember, I'm gonna kind of cover up that baby whale. Okay, and there is our magic slider card. So boring, right? It's so boring on the front, but once you open it up, there's the magic. It's gorgeous. And like I said, you can always write a little love you back there, you know, special. You could actually put a, make a card holder, or even just like take some double-sided tape and tape a gift card in there, and that could also be part of the magic of the card. That would be a super cute idea as well. So it's that, and I will put a piece of white paper in there, and it is all done. So, yep, so cute. Alrighty, so I'm sure I've had you here for way too long. You guys have a great day. Bye.